Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. I don't have anything, Miss Kimmy. Thank you for going over those housekeeping rules. Guys, and want to thank Damon again for um always pouring into us, always being committed. And I also want to thank you guys as well. Everybody that's on this call that's on time, everybody on this call that's persistent, ambitious, and they're dedicated. I say a million times, and I'm not going to turn this into a sermon, that if people treated their business like they treated their jobs, they would be successful. And a lot of times I think people get jaded or get misconstrued the fact that this is indeed a business. This is a business, and you should treat your business like your baby. You should treat your business how you would treat your kid. You should treat your business how you would treat your loved one. you know you don't disrespect it. You don't let anybody disrespect it. You nurture it, and you just keep pouring into it and pouring into it until you see a harvest. So like I said, I'm not getting on here to preach. I did post something in the group, and I heard, and I hope that y'all receive that with open arms and an open mind. Just do just do what's possible, and then you'll look up one day and you'll be doing the impossible. Don't give up. Success comes to those who persevere. And just for one, have undeniable belief that you're going to be a successful trader and a successful business builder. Whichever one you want, your belief has to be undeniable. And with that undeniable belief, you have to create the feeling. You have to treat this every day like it's Christmas. Every time you walk up to a market, guys, you got to treat it like it's Christmas Eve, like you're getting ready to unwrap some gifts. Treat it like it's your birthday, like somebody's getting ready to throw you a surprise dinner. That's how I treat my markets. That's how I treat my business. And that's why y'all see the success that I've had in a year and a half, because I treat the markets and I treat my business. When I talk to somebody, I now treat it like Christmas. And shout out to Kimmy, because I didn't have that feeling or that frequency at first when I did it. But now I do. So I'm just encouraging you guys to do the same thing. I've gotten away from this, and I'm going to say this now. Rich people take notes, and broke people forget what they should have wrote. So on this call, as Damon is teaching these skills, take copious notes. Write it down. White paper, blue pen. If you don't have that right now, please, guys, go get it. White paper, blue pen, and you're gonna thank me later for it. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to get into that, but I think it needs to be said. Um, Guys, it's just time to become unapologetic about success. It's just time to become apologetic about your belief, and becoming master traders and master builders, and masters of your own life, masters of your own destiny, masters of your own your own goals, and masters of your own dream. It's just time for us to become masters. Everybody throws that word around loosely, oh, I caught 400 pips, I'm a master trader, and half the time they saying that, they don't even believe it themselves. But everybody here at Team Royal Covenant will have that belief. And if you don't have that belief, we'll know it. And if we know it, we're going to have a conversation, guys. So as I pass this on to Damon, and Damon gives this awesome information, guys, take notes, white paper, blue pen, receive it, be receptive, learn, no distractions, and this is going to make you better. I love you guys. Damon,
Yes, sir.
let's get it.
All right. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
sir. We can see it.
Okay. Does it look good, normal? Or you see a coffee cup, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, I always start with this. Um, this is my mission, my own personal mission, which is to become an industry leader in the Forex markets by providing training, consultations, and world-class customer service. I am committed to do my part by eradicating poverty, utilizing the Forex vehicle. I believe that God blessed me with this skill set to change lives. Some people are great speakers. Some people are great teachers or mathematicians or whatever. But I believe that this is going to be the vehicle moving forward. When you hear of those terms about the great wealth transfer, I believe this is the vehicle in my own personal heart. It's just my own personal conviction. So that's what I believe. So yeah, let me move forward. Okay, history of Japanese candlesticks. Let's see here. Okay, so today we'll just briefly brush over the history of the candlestick, a basic candlestick. What type of trader am I as a person? 1, 2, 3 year market plan, and an action plan and budget that I personally came up with. For all those teachers out there that we have in the group, please fact check my numbers. If they don't look right, let me know. I can adjust my slides accordingly, but I'll blame that on public school. Okay, the history of the Japanese candlesticks. And this is, like I said, just a brief brush over of the candlesticks. It was created by a Japanese rice trader in 1719. And then it was brought to the West by that gentleman, Mr. Steve Nielsen. And he had published a book regarding the candlesticks. And basically, candlesticks act as a trader's eyes and ears with regard to price in the market. It aids with a quick snapshot of the entry and exits and the momentum and the direction of price within the markets. I'll turn my light on a little bit so you can see. Candlesticks also are used to aid in technical analysis. You always see Jason and Chad using candlesticks to draw out support and resistance lines when they are doing their magic in the market, helping us out. And Chad and Jason are some true market makers. That's what you call a market maker. Okay, they make the market come to them. They don't go run into the market. So when you see people posting a bunch of profits and you're ready to jump right in, do your due diligence by becoming a market maker and make the market come to you. Plan out your trades. Don't just jump because somebody said something selling. If you don't jump at the right time, utilizing the tools that we've been provided with, it could hurt you on the pullback. Okay, Japanese candlestick pattern. This is the basic bull pattern. Or yes, and it's green. I've also on your MetaTrader 4, if it's just black and white, there is a way that you can change it to a color. But I can't speak for Android users. I'm an Apple user, but I'm pretty sure Kimmy can. She's an expert at the Android, and a few other. I know Jason is too. Either Lena or Jason. I don't know which one. But this is the basic candlestick right here, and this is a bullish candlestick. It's green or white on your MetaTrader 4, and I've already been through this before. I just wanted to briefly go over it in case someone new to the group. And this is what it looks like. It looks the same on a 5-minute, 15-minute, or 1 hour chart. A bull is a bull, okay? It shows that it's a upward trend in the market and its price is being pushed upwards. Those are the wicks, the upper shadow, and that's the lower shadow. And then this is the body. It doesn't necessarily have to have a wick on it, or a shadow, or a tail, or whatever you want to call it. But the proper term is shadow or wick. And this represents the bull candle. Okay, this is the basic candle. It doesn't necessarily have to have a wick on it. It could just be a body. If it's just a body, y'all, it's strong. That's strong price movement. That is super strong. If you see just big, long bodies with no wicks, and it's going in the upward direction north, they're buying, bulls are buying. That's telling you that the bulls are really buying and they don't plan on switching directions. When you see the wicks, then that's when there's indecisiveness in that motion. and it's people in there iffy, or it could be some news going on or something like that. That's the bull candle. Anybody got any questions regarding the bull candle?
You guys have any questions, please put them in your chat.
Okay.
All righty.
No questions? Okay. Now let's talk about the bear candle. It's red or black. If you're on the MetaTrader 4, it will be black until you adjust your colors. I think the default is black and white on your candles, or black and green or something. I don't know, maybe it's black and white, but I know I adjusted mine as green and red now. This is bearish candles, same as the bullish. It has the wicks, it has the body, okay? It doesn't matter which time frame you're on, it's still the same candle. A candle is a candle. Listen, it's just a visual aid, a snapshot of what's going on in the market. I always like to use the analogy of an airplane pilot flying in bad weather. Kenny, who's that? Someone always uses, I think Jason does too, talks about turbulence when the plane is climbing, and then it pulls back and then it goes back up some more. Well, if your instruments are dying on you and you have to open the windows, then your eyes are giving you a visual snapshot of what's around you, so you don't hit any trees, or so you can land the plane safely, maybe on a highway if all your instruments are down. But that's what these candles do. They help you in bad times and good times. It help you when you want to get out of a trade, you're looking for an exit, are you ready to jump off the train, so to speak, and you can go from your 30-minute to your 15-minute down to your 5-minute. I mean, price is looking good. You wake up in the morning and you got $100 in your account and it's still going up, but then it keep pulling back a little bit and you're just ready to take profit, go down to your 5-minute. You can look at those candles or your RSI, and I'm pretty sure the stochastic RSI, and you could literally look at your candles and tell if you need to get out of that thing, like if you're about to jump off in the next few seconds or a minute or two. You can look at your candles and tell if you need to do that. But back to my bears push down, bulls push up. Bulls use their horn to push up, and bears use their claws to bear down. So this is bearing down in the market. Sellers are selling. I like to sell everything. I don't like to buy stuff. I like to sell it. So I like bear candles. I like seeing a bunch of red in the market. It's a fun time for me. And that's what this is. Wicks, same. Wicks, shadows, tails. A bear's candle. It's red or black. Any market, gold, copper, commodities, doesn't matter. Bear's a bear. Yeah, let's move on to our next slide. Okay, today there's about 20 reversal patterns that are like, need to know, okay? I'm not saying know them cold, know them in your sleep. I'm gonna take care of everybody that's on this training night. I have a surprise for you. You'll send me your email, and I'll give you some access to information that's gonna help you read these. I don't want to let the cat out the bag unless you already have it. But that's what these are reversal patterns. And there's some strong ones and there's some mediocre ones. But when you see these patterns, you will know that it's going to be a reverse in the market. Okay. And no matter what you do, you can go back and look at all your old charts. You can look at charts from last week, and at the top or at the very bottom or somewhere along that price in that pair, you're going to see a pattern. And normally it's either 2 or 3 candles or 4. The fourth one is the confirmation candle that will tell you if it is going down or if it is going up. And this is before all those other indicators. Those are just confirmation as well. So all those other indicators that we use are just other forms of confirmation in the markets. And so some of these reversal patterns today that I have on a slide, I have so many slides, I want to get to them all. So I'm not like going to like read everything verbatim. but I do want to keep it up long enough for you to at least write hanging man, you know, harami cross. You don't have to write everything down because I'm gonna give you some information tonight with regard to these reversal patterns that you can go back and read for yourself and study for yourself when you don't have much, you know, when you get time to read this information I'm gonna give you. But this is a hanging man, okay? And that's what a hanging man looks like. So it looks like a little head and then a little body, okay? And this is doing an uptrend. So you'll normally see these at the top, at the very top, at your higher highs. You'll see potentially a hanging man, or you'll see a lot of dojis at the top. So doing an uptrend, there's a sharp sell-off. There's a sharp sell-off. And when you see that sharp sell-off, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see a reversal pattern. And these are some of the reversal patterns that if I were you, I would kind of know what they look like. And as you start trading more and more, you'll be able to kind of spot these patterns. But that's the hanging man. Okay. And then it talks about the confirmation. And this is what it looks like. I mean, just think of this as being red, but that's what it is. It's a hanging man. The next one is a harami. Okay, you got haramis, you got harami crosses. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the harami is a pattern that's characterized by a small white real body contained within the prior. Basically, a harami is a reversal pattern at the bottom of your screen. So when you see haramis, this is a lot of times you'll see them at your lower lows, or you'll see them somewhere relatively lower than maybe your Keltner channel, where it's going back up. And it's another good candle to watch. Okay, you got haramis, bearish haramis, bullish haramis, you got harami crosses. I mean, it's all kinds of haramis. Listen, it's over 107 of these. It's over 107, 108 of them. Okay. However, the reversal patterns, it's like 22 or 20 money making reversal patterns. Some are weak, some are real strong. I got your stronger ones on these 2 slides. And when I give you the information at the end of training tonight, you can go back, you can read over it. I mean, it's just something to keep in your arsenal. Okay, this book, it's got about 900 pages, so trust me, it'll keep you busy for a very long time. But this is a harami, okay? And this is letting you know that price is about to be pushed up, okay? Bullish pattern, okay? And then the harami cross, it's the same deal. It looks just like this harami, except you'll see a doji. It's a cross though, they call it a cross. And the harami cross indicator is more defined than the basic harami indicator. And it signifies a reversal in the pattern as well. So it's like a super strong buy as well. Write those 3 down, please. And, you know, when you have time, read in them, look at the percentages of them, that they will switch directions. I'm not saying have a map of them by you when you're trading, but I am saying start to be able to know the jargon a little bit. A lot of traders don't use candles. I'm gonna tell y'all now, a lot of people are new school and they use all these fancy, snazzy indicators that they have on their phones and through the websites. And I'm guilty of it too. But when you pull up on your phone at 2 or 3 in the morning and you see price going down and you're in a sale and you're making good money and you want to know, should I stay on the train or jump off the train, or stay on the money, or just go ahead and jump off and take my profits because I've made more than 50% or 100%. I need to get out of here and get the money and don't wait till TP3 because it might revert. I don't know. You want to know these candles. Okay, so check those 3 candles out, write them down. I'm gonna move to the next slide. Is that okay with you, moderator?
Just one quick question. It can really fall into anything. You might even touch it later on. But Debbie has a question about the small wicks. So if it's going to be on another screen, could you just address it then, or whenever you feel the most appropriate time is, sir?
Okay.
What do they really mean? If you could.
All right. Thank you. Good question.
Yes, sir.
Good question, Debbie. The small wicks. Well, I'll say this. I'm gonna go to the next slide and see if it's any over here. Okay, yeah, you see a hammer there. At the very top, you see that hammer. Okay, let me see if any more. That's a shooting star. I like those. But the small wicks is, we spoke a long time ago about a tug of war. Remember when you was in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd grade and it was May Day or Play Day and you're about to be out of school for the year and y'all played tug of war. That was like the best game at the end. And the boys against the girls. And it was a tie. It was always a little tie, before one side won. Well, those small wicks a lot of times indicate the tie. It indicates, say for instance, it's been a bear market all day and it's been selling out strong, big body candles, no wicks. And then these little wicks start popping up. Well, those bears were winning and now those bulls are starting to add people to their tug of war team and they're starting to pull those bears and they're falling off the rope. So those little pieces of rope that those people are falling off are necessarily, and that's my dog barking, sorry for that. But those are people falling off the rope. That indicates the small wick, and then the wick gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the bulls win, and then the market reverses. And that's what you'll see. Say, for instance, you got the hammer. I like the hammers. The hammers are a strong pattern. This is one of my favorites. I'm not even gonna lie. The hammer and the shooting star and any engulfing candles. You always hear Chad and Jason talk about engulfing and dozies. So this is my favorite page right here because the dozies are money. Engulfing, when you see this red candle engulf this one, then that's a great indicator that it's selling off. Okay, shooting stars. A lot of time on shooting stars, you'll see it wick. So when Jason and Chad are always charting and you see at the very top of their higher highs, you see all these long wicks sticking up and you'll see a little body like that. Normally those are shooting stars. And on their higher highs, it's shooting stars all over the place. So like I said, once you start getting in the weeds with learning how to chart, you're gonna really start noticing all these candles. Like they're gonna start speaking to you. You're gonna be like, oh, there goes a shooting star. There go a hammer. There go an inverted hammer. There go a morning star. So write those down, please, and put them in your book. You should have about 20 of them. That's like your money candles. I mean, if you see them, they are going to reverse. It didn't matter. You're on a day, you're on the hour. No matter where you are, you'll see them. The thing about candles are, if you go to a 15-minute chart, and maybe I'll do that for the next trend. This is a good one. If you go to a 15-minute chart or a 5-minute chart, and then you jump to the 15-minute chart, those candles will condense into whatever candle is signifying, like this hammer up here at the very top. We know that's a bullish candle. So if you go from a 5 to a 15-minute to a 30-minute and crunch and switch time zones, it'll just turn into a bullish candle, but it'll still be a hammer pinning the chart that you own. Like if you see the hammer at that 1 hour, but then you break it down, you'll see a bunch of bullish candles leading up to a hammer, if that makes any sense at all. So I hope I answered your question, Debbie.
Let's see what Debbie had to say, sir. 1 second. Awesome. Yes. Sir, may I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned a couple of them were your favorite, your favorite patterns, and I guess you study some of them more than others. If you don't mind, can you elaborate to us why you like some over the other ones?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, Miss Kim. I like them because they're easy to spot. I mean, a hammer, we know what a hammer looks like, right? An inverted hammer upside down, we know what it looks like. Shooting star and morning star are different. They look different. Those are the ones you're gonna have to read up on a little bit. But any engulfing is almost always gonna be your first candle that you learn. A bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing. All that means basically is one of the candles is bigger than the other one. It engulfed it, just like a fire would engulf something, and it takes over. Okay. And it says it right here. It says the first candlestick has very small real body, and the second candlestick a very large real body. The pattern appears after, okay, a protracted or a very fast move. And you see all this, no wick hardly, very, very fast move, heavy, heavy volume, okay, on the second black candle. When they say heavy volume, that means price, that means money, that means buyers or sellers. In this case, it's sellers. Something probably came on the news. They probably heard Ford can't get any parts to make their truck anymore. People started dumping Ford stock and getting out of Ford. Well, when people getting out of Ford, the price is going to go down. Sellers going to start selling. That's in the New York Stock Exchange or the Chicago Mercantile, or whatever. But I'm just speaking that right there for the sake of training. But people are dumping Ford stock. Remember the bailout? People dumped Ford stock. It went all the way down to $2. I think it said 11 to 12 or 14 now. But now they can't find parts for the truck, so because they was importing them. So that's what happened. Engulfing bears took over, panic, fear in the market. And when people are scared, they do things that they shouldn't do, and they sell. And professionals come in when people are scared and believe and read the news and start buying into the news. That's control. They buy into it. They dump their stocks. Professionals come in and buy it up cheap. They come in and buy it, $2, set on it, 15 years, 10 years, and then give it to their grandkids or sell it. Okay, so I was going off on a rant.
Pretty good information.
Okay, I'm sorry. I go off on tangents every now and then, but sorry for that, y'all. So that's the deal with those. Just write those down, please, and we'll move to the next slide. Okay, this is kind of like let's see here. Okay, am I doing good as a trader in Forex? Am I doing good as a trader in Forex? Okay, these are questions that we often ask ourselves. Okay, I just put this together, y'all, so bear with me, work with me. I need y'all to interact, okay? Let's make it fun. All right, so what type of trader am I? Okay, I'm making consistent profits and winnings, at least 50% of my trades. I am saving at least 10% of all that I earn as a wise investor. Okay. Am I maintaining a healthy balance between risk versus reward? Am I in a good system? You know what? I want to change that. I want to rephrase that. I'm going to say I am in a good system that offers high probability winning percentage trades on a monthly trade basis, 50% wins, being good, 70% being extremely well. Am I learning how to back test new strategies at least 20 times in demo prior to implementation? And I have identified my challenges in trading. What type of trader am I? And the reason why I got confused with the am I or I am, because I kind of wanted to make it towards me because I didn't want to say, are you? So I wanted to make this about me just for training purposes so no one will get offended. But what kind of trader am I if I'm doing all these things right here? I need somebody to type something in.
You guys put it in the chat and I can read it to him. No problem at all. If you're having trouble even figuring it out, you can also put that in the chat and maybe he can help you try to narrow that down. So that may be a lengthy statement or question. Hold on, Damon. Okay, so Shelly says she's a scalper. What could you tell Shelly about helping her enhance her scalping ability, sir?
Well, Shelly, we're going to get to that person in a slide or two. You're getting a little ahead of me, but I would say this person, let's see if anyone can kind of guess what type of person is this person right here on this slide?
Anyone want to take a guess? Shelly said new.
Well, I would say they're a little seasoned, because as traders, we always preach 10%, right? So, I mean, you're doing a good thing when you are at least putting away 10% of all that you earn. You're doing an excellent thing if you are winning over 50% of your trades. See, people want to come in this market and win 100% of their trades. But in reality, we've been blessed in this group, I'll say that, because most groups, 50% of your trades, you are winning. You are winning, okay? So I don't know if you believe that or not, but if you stay in this market long enough over a period of time, you're gonna have some good days and you're gonna have some learning days. You're gonna have some good months and some learning months. So if you're winning over 50% of your trades right now, you are doing well. If you're winning over 70% of your trades, you are doing extremely well, and you need to be praying to God and thanking Him every day for that, because that doesn't happen all the time in these markets. So I would say this is a pretty wise trader. Shelly, you're speaking about new. Now, at the very bottom, it talks about, I am learning how to backtest new strategies. I know you've been backtesting a new strategy for a long time, and I know you've done it at least 20 times in demo or more. So the trading gurus out there say at least backtest things at least 20 times in demo before you go live with it. So, hey, 100 times. What they say? Oh yeah, once and 100 times. Okay, so yes, Shelly, you're on the money. So I would say this is a wise trader right here, y'all. There's no such thing as a unwise trader. It's just untrained. Okay, let me move to the next slide.
Did you guys have any question about that slide before he leaves it? If so, chat at me. If not, give me some ones. Let me know we can proceed, please.
Okay.
Josie is the, okay, so we have our one, sir. You can go ahead and proceed.
Oh. Okay. Where do I go get my Forex news? These are just some of the places I get my news from. I wanted to put this up. I know when I first got into Forex trading, it's just a lot of things I didn't know. Like I come from a world of commodities and just off the New York Stock Exchange. So Bloomberg was where I had most of my news. Like I would subscribe to Bloomberg, and I just lived out of Bloomberg. Yeah, I would read other stuff, but mostly Bloomberg. But you got investing.com, you got all these awesome sites that we've been privy to be a part of with the trainers in this group. So I would take advantage of these. You could take a shot of it. I'm gonna actually put this training in a place where you could view it if you want to go view it. I'm not gonna keep it a secret. It's just some words on a PowerPoint. It's no secret posting or nothing. All right, everybody got that slide?
I believe so. Anyone need to take a screenshot of the slide before he goes forward? All righty, sir, you can go ahead and proceed. Thank you.
Okay, what type of trader am I? I missed the word I. Okay, what type of trader am I? I trade off the 1 day to 1 week chart. I don't care about pairs. I don't read Bloomberg. I'll write a trade for a week or two, buy or sell. What type of trader am I?
Anybody want to take a guess?
I use my stop loss too. Anybody know what kind of trader? Let me give you some options. Okay.
Jackie said he's a day trader, sir.
Okay, good job, Jackie. Look at you. I'm gonna get you a prize, okay? I'm gonna get you a prize. You win something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down. Give you something. Whoever get my questions right, you're gonna win something. So Jackie, you just won something. All right. Shoot me your email address and I'll get you something. So she's right.
He.
Oh, Jackie. Okay, I thought it was Jackie Moise. Okay, Jackie. So yeah, day, or you could say position. Okay. I'm writing stuff. I'm looking at day charts, week charts. I'm kind of like Chad and Jason. When they plot stuff, you always see them go out to the week, the day. They be way out there in 4-hour charts. They be way out there. Okay, they're looking way out there. So those guys are position traders. They ride stuff. They don't care if it pull back. Okay, pullbacks don't scare them. They could go in the red and be in the red for a day or two. And whereas a scalper would be heart beating, sweating, don't want to eat, don't want to talk to the significant other. Okay, they don't get flustered by that kind of stuff. Okay, now they will look at the news, or they may look at their charts, and if it's going on for a couple of days now, but they won't get flustered as we would. They'll set on it for a week. Okay, so you are right, Jackie. Good job. Someone said FX Street. I'm gonna write that down. Josie, I'm gonna write that down, and I'll add that to the slide as well. But yes, good job, Jackie. Appreciate you. Make sure I get your email address. Anyone have any questions about this slide?
If you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat. If not, can I get someone so he'll know that we can proceed? Okay, sir, we're getting one. You can go ahead and proceed. Thank you.
All right. And I know we feel like, okay, this is intermediate training and we don't need to talk about this kind of stuff. But it takes people sometimes years to figure out who they are in the markets. It takes a lot of learning lessons. It takes people to blow a few accounts to figure out what type of trader they are. So you need to drill down now and find out who you are in the markets. Okay, pending your schedule, what you got going on in life, your account size or whatever, all dictates. I mean, especially if you're on a lot of heart medicine, I wouldn't advise scalping if you're taking a lot of heart medicine or a lot of blood pressure medicine. You know, you need to stay out of those 5, 15, 30-minute charts, okay, for your health. What's health without your wealth? Okay, so what type of trader am I? I trade off the 5, 10, and 15-minute chart. I don't care about the pairs. I don't read Bloomberg or watch the news. I ride a trade for 10 pips, maybe 20 pips, then I dip. What type of trader am I?
Sir, Lena McGee says scalp.
Lena, you cannot play. No, Lena gonna get this stuff right. All right.
Okay, do you want the next name after Lena,
Yeah,
sir?
I need the next name after Lena. Lena ain't gonna miss this stuff.
It's Jackie again.
Jackie, come on now.
Okay. Then the next one is even worse, sir. The next one is Shelly.
Okay, Shelly. All right, Shelly win. Jackie, you already won something. Lena, now you know you're going to get all this stuff right. So Lena's exactly right. I got it red for a reason. Look, no stop loss. A lot of scalpers don't even be messing with a stop loss. They just jump in, get out, they get in there. Oh, that's Jason. No stop loss part, probably. But Jason, Jason think he's a scalper. I think Jason's a position trader. That's just me. But I think he's a position trader because he enjoys that long stuff that's way out there. He enjoys teaching it, training it. I enjoy hearing it. I learn a lot from it. But if he's doing this, I could see him doing that in some crypto for sure. That's where you want to do that. This is Shelly. This is Shelly in crypto world. Okay. So and Jason, because Shelly just confirmed that as you as well. But hey, y'all. This is where the money is. but you have to have quick fingers because you got to remember you are a speculator, a market maker, but you have, and my dog, I don't know what's going on with my dog tonight, but you have brokers out there that, man, I tell you, you got to be careful. So you got to know how to get it and go. You can't be guessing, indecisive when you're doing this type of trading. Or when a pullback happens, it will take everything you made in 5 to 7 seconds. Everything you made and some.
Jason said 20 pips and dip, sir.
20 pips and dip. So you get your 20 pips or you get your 10 pips twice, 2 positions on the 10 pip, you got your 20, go, leave, close out your trade, go to sleep, go back to sleep, wake up and go wherever you got to go to work, school, and have a blessed day. But don't be trying to get back in there because you done made your quota for the day and mess around and, learn a lesson or two. But you're exactly right. So thank y'all for participating on that one. Let's go to the next slide. What type of trader am I? What type of trader am I? I trade off the 1 hour, 4 hour day chart. I care about pairs. I do read and watch the news. I am fundamentally and technically sound. I will read a trade. I will ride a trade for 50 or 150 pips. I pay close attention to risk versus reward. What type of trader am I? Moderate risk. I use my stop loss sometimes, but most times they do.
LaQuinda typed in technical analysis.
Okay, okay.
So could you be a little bit more direct? He means something more like I almost said something. I didn't want to give an answer away.
Might be saying it wrong.
Scalper, I know. Position, that's why I'm trying to help her.
Okay.
Swing,
okay.
There it is. I almost said the word. I almost said it. Okay. Swing trader.
Somebody said, I am Chad Ballinger. Okay.
Shelly.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, swing traders right here. Very analytical. Very analytical. They watch the news, not necessarily trade off the news, but watch it. This is a sweet spot. This is a good place to be. Risk versus reward. That's huge. There is an indicator, and it looks like a little pitchfork. And then if you actually put it on your trade, right? Intraday. That's good. Great answer, Ricky. Great answer. Okay, because you see the day in the 4 hour and then the 1. So swing intraday. Okay, win again. Somebody said Jason win again. Okay, so Ricky, hey, I'm gonna get at you, Ricky, y'all. I'm gonna get to Ricky. But how about this? Who said the other one? Who was that? Who said the day? Who said day?
Who said day trader? You have technical analysis, fundamental, swing, and that was it.
No, somebody said day. Somebody said, I thought somebody said day.
No, sir. Ricky said intraday.
Okay, well, Ricky wins. Okay, so Ricky, I owe you something, okay? All right, and you'll receive it today. So yeah, you're right. But those are the different styles of traders. I just thought it'd be cool to get that on PowerPoint and talk to it. I'm always talking about candles, but we really need to know who we are when we're in these markets. Okay, my next slide, I'm gonna be talking about my 10 trading commandments. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to that. Y'all see any typos or anything, let me know. I already know Kimmy is taking notes and gonna help me out and fix some of this stuff. Okay, manage your risk and exposure. Always trade with stop losses and move up stop losses, okay, once it's deep in profit. You always hear Jason talk about moving up your stop loss. He says that because if it turns around on you in the middle of a deep sleep while you're listening to your, what is that, Jason? 500 and some odd hertz. I listen to that music now when I sleep. And it
528, sir.
Yeah, 528. And if y'all never tried it, listen to some of that music while you sleep. It puts me straight out now. Anyway, so if you're listening to your 528 hertz music while you're sleeping, and right before you go to sleep and you're in deep profit, move that stop loss up so you can go to sleep with some money. Okay, it's gravy on top if it hits TP3 or TP2, whatever. But you know, at least you have some profits, and it's not just always either win or lose. Okay, leverage matters. So do it with the minimum. Okay, the larger the position, the greater the exposure and risk to the market. So basically, big positions can eat up your account. And if you go into IML Academy, and you'll see Mr. Christopher Terry, he goes really in detail with leverage. And I highly advise you to go check that out. It may even be a new piece of his training, but it's really good. He goes deep into it about leverage. Okay, have a plan to enter and exit. That's why we're always talking candlesticks, okay? We're always talking candlesticks because you're in the market, you feel like you want to get off the train, you got the bag, you're ready to secure it, and jump off the train, secure the bag. You know how to read those candles. You'll know right when that sweet spot is to jump in that grassy area so you don't jump in no gravel, okay, and it pull back on you. So that's the importance of utilizing your indicators and or candles. Always study the market, seeking better strategies. That's what we do every week when Jason, Chad, and Lena and put together this awesome training. Kimmy, when they put this stuff together, those are opportunities that we've been blessed with to learn more. You wake up and you're given a new day. Today is a new day to learn something new, okay? And not just hoard the information, because it won't do you no good in the grave. So you have to pay it forward. That's what we're doing here every week, paying it forward. Okay. Schedule, no trading days, enjoy life. Trading can consume you, okay? Right now, it probably doesn't consume you as much. But let me tell you, if that bank account grows and you start putting in jacuzzis and swimming pools, getting the roof done and stuff like that, you know, it'll start consuming you. So stay focused, schedule some days off and enjoy the family. Always do family stuff. I always go camping. I do all that stuff. I don't put that stuff aside, okay? That's very important because, like I said, life is but a blur. Okay, learn to take partial profits. I already went over that. Talking about risk-free trades, though. That's a risk-free trade. Know your markets, open times, volatile times, etc. Always check to ensure stop loss is set and take profit data is correct. What hurts worse when you wake up and it closed out on you because you got a number wrong? Okay, that hurts. And you probably won't even figure it out because you didn't log your trades. So if you didn't log your trades, you won't even know you got beat or you left money on the table. So make sure those numbers are correct. Take money. I always take money out of your trading account and place it in a long-term investment, a hard asset, not a Gucci bag, but a hard asset, silver, gold, land, bonds, drips. Those are dividend reinvestment plans, another form of stocks. You know, put it somewhere else. Either put it in your back on your credit card in your bank or something. I mean, in a 529 plan for the kids. Put it somewhere. Leave this market with something. Okay, leave this market with something. Leave it with something. Don't just trade for 20 years and don't leave it with nothing. Okay, the object of the game is to make the money in your sleep. And that's what we're doing. Always remember why you trade and never forget your goal. Any questions with regard to this slide?
If you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat and we'll move forward. Okay, if you don't have any questions, please put one so I'll know to tell Damon to move forward. Okay, sir, we have all ones. You can proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. This is just a pretty little slide I made up, key timeline. It's from now, we're going into the month of June. We're already at the halfway point of the year. I don't know if you're tracking towards your resolutions, but this is leading up until the Fort Lauderdale meetup or convention. So business plan, marketing plan. Do I work my plan? Am I saving at least 10%? Am I over trading? Am I sharing this knowledge at least to 2 people? I should have said two people a day. Do you track your trades? Do you log them? And calculate your wins versus your losses? Okay, so let's build a plan, set you up for success from June until September. These are some of the things that you want to start writing down. Okay, you got to have a plan. I mean, you can trade every day. You can overtrade or undertrade. You can win some, you can lose some, or learn from some. But we have to have a plan in the market, because if you don't have a plan, it's like a ship at sea with no compass or no chart and paper. You're just out there. So have a plan from this day forward, moving especially into the month of June. Come up with a plan and work that plan. I missed the training of the night with Dr. Spiller. I wish I was on it, but I heard it was awesome. But I know he probably spoke about a plan. He had to, knowing Dr. Spiller. Anyone have any questions about this?
Any questions, you guys? Okay, it doesn't look like we have any questions at this time. Thank you for the ones, you guys. You can proceed, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of show you a little plan that I came up with. Okay, now you mathematicians out there, if you see anything wrong, please let me know. But key trading goals, 10% example. Okay, my risk per trade, you know, they say wise investors 1 to 3%, 10% a day. Keep the job away. It'll definitely bring some added income into the house. So if your goal, that first column, my goal is $10. Okay. Day trader goal, 10% a day. My goal is $10. Okay. If I had an account of $100, my risk per $100 would be $1. Okay. I would be trading in the micro lots. That's the 0.01, 0.02, 0.03. Those the micros. I would be seeking at least 20 pips. Now, anything over this is gravy. This is just a basic blueprint. This is not, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just saying, you know, even at a meager 10%, monthly, you will walk away with $200. Okay. And that's barely, I mean, you could easily do this if you stay focused with your plan and don't get too overly aggressive or overzealous or greedy. Okay. This would be at a $200 account starting off. You know, you would risk $2 per, every 100 would be $1. Okay. So if you understand this right here, this is just saying all you would have to capture is 40 pips at a 0.05. Now, if this fluctuates, of course, you would need more pips or less pips, depending on the lot size. But you know how you see people jump in with like 5 or 6 lot sizes? You know, you could do it that way too. But this is just at a 10% rate. At the end of the month, you could easily walk away with $400. Okay. This is very, very small trading. It seems small, but over time, you know, over 10 or 20 years, and you bounce this against someone's 401k, this would dwarf it. It will blow it out the water just doing this right here. Because your account will grow and your daily goals will get bigger. Okay. Your account will grow and your daily goals will get bigger. And that's the power of Forex. This is the secret. You know, people think it's 30 and 40 and 50%, 100% of your, no, it's just 10%, really. I mean, paying down your debt and doing this is no secret to it. Really, it isn't. It's this. Okay, let's see here. So $1,000 account. Okay. Goal daily, $100. That's just as small or large as this right here. I'm at a 0.50. Trying to grab 20 pips and dip. You can scalp and get that in the morning. You can get on with Jason in the morning. Get on with the IML TV. You can grab 10 here and there. Be done for the day. Okay, $100 a day. Boom, done. Easy, $2,000 a month. Yeah, you'll have some days where you're learning and, you know, but you can make it back up. All right, now let's go down to same with $2,000 account. Risking 20. Seeking 40 pips. Lot size around here. Okay, but like I said, lot size, pending lot size. Easily walk away with $4,000 monthly. Easily. Okay, so let's go down to the big money. You get your account up here, you pretty much don't have to bank. You don't have to go to your bank no more. You stay right here. But could you see $1,000 a day? Now, I won't call names, but I done seen some stuff out there where people are doing this easily, and they're getting way more than 20 pips. So I know it's more than 1,000 they're grabbing. But whoa, wouldn't that be nice? But that's still just using the 10% plan. It's no different. So, and we're talking $20,000 monthly. It's phenomenal. And what's different between you and them? There is no difference. There's no difference. Okay. The difference maker would be if you just stay disciplined. Because sometimes you can get, I would say, blessed, lucky, you know, go to sleep and wake up and you got you $3 or $4,000 in your account. But I would always recalibrate back to the 10% daily. And you just won one big one and you're ahead a couple of weeks. But if you stray real far away from it, you know, sometimes you'll get hit with a humbling experience. So that's the 10% plan. I know Jason and them made sure that we had this template, and you can get with your success line and get it back out to you if you don't have one, but it would be great to have. Is everybody good with this slide right here?
We have some in the chat, sir. Please hold. Jason wanted to let you know this is really good stuff. Shelly said, won't that be nice? And Josie said, the middle column is a day? Question.
Negative. The middle column represents your account. That represents how much you got in your brokerage account. You good?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And as your money increases or decreases after each trade, you must adjust your capital you are risking on each trade. So your risk would change if this changed. You know how you see somebody with a lot size of I don't know, 51 or 52, or, you know, it's just an odd number. That's because they are probably utilizing the 10% and they are adjusting their lot size, because 10% of $200 is $2, you know, but 10% of $12, you know. So please adjust it as the snowball gets bigger.
Any questions, you guys?
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you can proceed. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let's get to my next slide here. Okay, so this is my 3-year plan based on a 10% growth. All right, so let's talk about this slide real quick. Okay, so let's just say profits, business profit, IBO, pending the size of your team, your traveling expenses, your subscription, reinvesting in yourself and self-development. You always hear Jason talk about self-development. He's a big proponent of self-development. Okay, so say your first year, if you just followed that 10% plan, you're gonna bring in $2,400. I mean, I think that was on the $100 or something, $200, I want to say.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. You have 24,000 there where you have your cursor.
Right. Oh, what did I say? 2,400?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Correction. 24,000. So that's in your first year of trading. Just your first year trading. Say so. Now you're IBO. Okay, and you're either probably, let's say a P1000. Okay. If y'all know the rank structure, this is, if as long as the P1000 keep his group or her group value, this is roughly what they're bringing in. Okay. And then your traveling expenses, say you invest, I don't know, 5% into your traveling per year. I don't know, somewhere around $1,800. And your subscription, roughly $1,800 per year. You invest in, that's part of your self-development. That's the 7%. And this is your 3%. Your first year, you probably not gonna buy no books because you're into the IML Academy. I mean, you're still walking away with 32,000. Okay. And then the snowball gets bigger. More profits. You come up in rank. Okay. Now you're P5000. Okay. You're traveling more. You're going more places. So let's say 5% into your travel. Okay. And then now let's talk about your subscription. Still the same price, self-development. But you're starting to buy more books now. You're starting to invest more into yourself. You may buy you some visual aids for your show, or more books, or giveaways. I mean, you're still walking away like this, give or take $1,000 or $2,000. And these are not hard numbers, but I'm just saying 2 years of just being consistent. This is the 10%. Okay, this is not what I'm seeing flying around in the group right now. This is just the 10%. Okay. Let's talk your third year in the business. Okay. You're chairman 10 now. We talking 10% still. Your account's bigger. You probably made that much, especially if you're blessed enough to be around this magnificent group of trainers and traders. Okay, you're gonna be up here somewhere, or more, way more. But chairman 10, you're gonna be roughly somewhere around there, maybe more, because I'm not counting the bonuses and all that. So they get lots of bonuses and all kind of goodies. They always, all these big fish up here, they get all kind of goodies and bonuses and stuff. And then let's say you're traveling a little more. Okay, your subscription's still the same. Okay, self-development, you might throw $1,000 in there. Okay, that's being frugal. But I mean, look at that number. That's on the meager 10%. 10%. Okay, I'm not saying 50%. I know you put all your trades and you want to win 50% of your trades. I'm saying 10% profit. That's all I'm saying. So, I know it looks nice to win profit, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, but as long as you're moving forward with 10% in your brokerage account, you're winning. As long as you're winning over 50% of your trades, you're winning. If you're winning 70% or more, you're extremely blessed and extremely winning. So I just wanted to put that out there. Anybody got any questions?
All right. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat. Right now, Shelly said, at 1 year, I will be making much more than I make now. Wow.
That's at 10%, Shelly. You can do that one night a week in Bitcoin. two, if it doesn't consolidate before you fall asleep. Any other questions out there?
Anything else, you guys? You want to chat at us? If you need any help with anything? No, not right now, sir, but you are getting some great compliments, sir. Please proceed.
Well, I mean, we've come to the end of my training. We have come to the end of the training. I'm grateful to be here on this platform. I'm grateful that Ms. Kimmy moderates for me and controls the group, so I don't have any blurred out loud sounds. It was very quiet tonight, so I'd like to thank all 19 or 20 of you that's on the line tonight. Thankful for being in the group, and I know I'm blessed to be here in the Royal Covenant community with wonderful people like Jason and Lena that'll answer a text at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And Reverend Kenny Love, who always blesses us on Monday morning with some words of encouragement to pick us up even when we're not having a great week in the markets from the previous week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything, Kimmy?
Well, thank you, first of all, for doing that training, sir. I am so sure that everyone got some great information, some perspectives that may be out of the box from what they're used to, sir. And so we just want to say thank you on behalf of the entire group for laboring for us. Jason would like for you to send this to him. So don't forget, he's typing it in again. So I just thought I would remind you once again. And I just want to tell everybody, you know, we're here and we're at the bottom of the second quarter in a couple of days. We're going to be entering in the month of June, and we're going to be doing some amazing things for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Thank you once again for your support. Thank you, Lena, for handling the back office, keeping the chat line silent so the trainers can focus on presenting. Because I can promise you this, if it was your turn, you would want silence so that you could deliver this effectively. I want to encourage each and every one of you to look past everything that has ever been an obstacle for you from the time that you entered until today. I want you to write down everything that you want to achieve from tomorrow forward. And I want you to get up tomorrow and have a new mindset. I want you to get up tomorrow and see yourself tearing down the walls that are in the opposition of everything that you know that you need to get and to do. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you this: if you go after your dreams, it will land you in a lifestyle that you had no clue was going to happen. So be good, be great. God bless. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you on the stage. Take care and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
See y'all later. I'm